What the hell is going on? Like, are the Lakers actually just assembling the 2011 All-Stars? Are they just trying to get the band back together? I don't know. Are they trying to go young? Are they trying to go old? What the hell is this? Like, I actually don't mind this addition to the team. But, like, this is going to be some chemistry experiment. Like, they need to make a documentary of this. It's like we all know, like, there's the Arsenal All or Nothing documentary for Netflix. There has to be a Netflix documentary. Forget The Last Dance. I don't even care what this is called. But, like, they got Dwight back. They've now got Rondo back. Apparently they're getting DeAndre Jordan. Like, okay, this. They aren't. Apparently LeBron and AD want them to re-sign Dudley. The Lakers said no. That's not great. That's not a great sign for the Lakers. Maybe getting Rajon, Rondo, and DeAndre Jordan. I know they want. I'm pretty sure DeAndre Jordan's really good friends with Kevin Garnett and Kyrie. I don't know why the Nets would buy him out. From what I'm hearing, I'd be surprised if Jordan is a Net by the time the team heads for training camp. He's already been shopped through the draft and off-season. Okay, you can start to see the writings on the wall. Now, assuming he's gone, curious about the exit route. Could he go to the Lakers? Like, are the Lakers? Is this what it's like nowadays? Like, you're either going to the Nets or you're going to the Lakers. Also, what the hell's happened to JJ Redick? Is he not going to the Nets? Like, this is worse. This is worse than the Heat. This is worse than the Miami Heat when they suddenly got Battier and then they got Ray Allen. Before that, they got Mike Miller. Then suddenly Beasley falls into their lap in 2014. Odin decided, you know what, I'm going to go and play for them. Like, what the hell? So they could be getting DeAndre Jordan and Rajon Rondo. Like, they already have Rajon Rondo. They already have Rajon Rondo right now. It says here, next edition could be Rajon Rondo, which is a shock. And again, it's literally just getting the band back together, which is crazy. But, like, the Lakers can legitimately run a lineup of 2011 All-Stars. They can legitimately, and, like, I tweeted out, Lakers can now run an actual lineup, and actually run an entire lineup of 2011 All-Stars. Someone said if they don't win a championship, it's the biggest letdown ever. Man, did we not see Rondo in the playoffs last year? I get it. He was way better for Lakers than he was in the Clippers. But, like, is he the, like, needle shifter? Like, I'm not sure I don't know, but they can't get, like, there's no point. Why not just go older? Like, the league's zigging you zag. The league's like, you're never going to be more youthful than the Nets. You're never going to have 3 scores like the Nets. So you know what? Let's get all the veterans. Let's get all the veterans that used to be all-stars. Rondo, Westbrook in the same locker room. Let's see how people are reacting to this. The Lakers really getting the band back together. Rondo is not great with the Clippers, but they're hoping playoff Rondo comes back. I actually think Rondo's not a bad signing. I actually don't mind that one. But, like, it's the principle of the fact that, like, who the hell is going to take the ball? Like, LeBron, like, Rondo was great as a secondary playmaker with LeBron off the bench. But now you've got Westbrook, you've got LeBron, you've got Rondo. Who's going to play off the ball? Like, none of those 3 are great off the ball. And forget, like, and someone's going to say LeBron, and I actually will tell you, like, I'll say it right now, LeBron is in my opinion, the greatest player to ever play, or greatness is subjective. In my opinion, the best player to ever play the game of basketball. LeBron controls the game with the ball in his hand. He doesn't do much without the ball in his hand. Rondo doesn't do anything without the ball in his hand. And Russell Westbrook is worthless without the ball in his hand. So, like, is Rondo playing the Jared Dudley role? So I don't think Rondo's going to be happy playing the Jared Dudley role. And speaking of that, who's playing the Jared Dudley role? You've got Dwight Howard, and you've got a slightly worse Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. Like, you replace Drummond with 2 Andre Drummonds. Like, what? What lineup are they going to run? Obviously, Rondo knows he's not starting. But, like, is Rondo coming off the bench? Is Kendrick Nunn getting chucked to the end of the bench? Who's their is Nunn their backup point guard? Is Rondo their backup point guard? Is Malik Monk going to have the ball in his hand at any stage? Is Malik Monk going to be at the end of the bench? Is Bazemore going to be at the end of the bench? Like, I don't understand how this works. It's some crazy chemistry experiment because there's currently 13 guys on the roster that are all going to want minutes. And 13 guys on the roster can't all get minutes. Like, is LeBron only going to play 50-something games this year? Which might actually be a smart decision. Are they just going to say, Rondo, you know what? Rajon, you're playing 41 games. Russell Westbrook, you're playing 60-something. Or you're playing all 81 because you're Russell Westbrook. Then, I don't know, Kendrick Nunn. Whenever Rondo's playing, you're playing no minutes. Whenever Rondo doesn't play, which is going to be about half the games because we want it for the playoffs, you're going to be playing major minutes. Kent Bazemore, you're going to be playing in certain games. Malik Monk's going to be playing in certain games. Like, they have to have that all sorted right now. Because if these guys are going in to the season, and every single one of them, by the looks of it, like, they're all good players. And they're the problem when you have too much talent on a team. We saw it with 2019 Celtics team that were a disaster. When there's too much talent, things can go wrong. And this team, obviously, LeBron, AD, Westbrook, the three best players in the team. But who's the fourth best player on the team? Taylor Horton-Tucker, Rajon Rondo, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn. I'm not going to say Gasol, Dwight maybe. Like, when you have 5 players who you could argue are the fourth best player on your team, that doesn't, like, that's a great lineup in NBA My League. That's a great lineup in 2K. How the hell is this going to work in the NBA? Like, these are all players, like, we know Rondo's not just going to be there for the ride. We know Kendrick Nunn didn't take the minimum when he had an incredible 2 years at Miami. We know he didn't take the minimum to sit on the end of the bench. Like, all the guys on their team that took the minimum, they're not taking that to ring chase and sit on the end of the bench. They're taking that to like, contribute. And who's going to play the Jared Dudley role? I've already talked about that. This is the craziest chemistry experiment we have ever seen. If everything clicks, this is one of the most talented basketball teams ever. But it's not like the Nets, where you've got 3 guys that very clearly are the first, second, and third option. Then you've got guys like Blake Griffin bought into his role. Blake bought into his role in the playoffs as the hustle guy, rebounder, and playing defense. He bought into his role. He's not going to be he might score the 4th amount of points, but he has a role. Joe Harris has a defined role. Claxton coming off the bench has a defined role. Every player on that Brooklyn Nets team has a defined role. The Lakers, I don't understand. I don't know what's going to happen because 3 of their guys are going to be DNP coaches' decisions. And how is that going to affect the team? Because you better believe these guys right here, the Rondos, the Dwight Howards, they're not going to be happy with DNP coaches' decisions. DeAndre Jordan is definitely not going to leave a team where he didn't play to not play again. It's a chemistry experiment, lads. And this is going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy season. And please, if someone from Netflix is watching this, get cameras in there. Because this goes one of two ways. The Lakers either win a championship. The Lakers could win. And I'm not counting them out. They just added Rajon Rondo to a supremely talented team who are, a lot of them, high IQ players and have serious depth. Problem is, too much depth can be a problem. Too many characters in the locker room can be a problem, especially when you no longer have a Jared Dudley type person who can basically be the middleman between the young guys and the old guys. And I just it's either going to be a disaster or they're going to win a championship. I don't see how, if these guys fire on all cylinders, maybe the Brooklyn Nets stop them, but I'm not even sure if they will. But I could easily see this team imploding and LeBron trading half of them by the trade deadline like in 2018. This is nuts. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just crazy, crazy move. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.